What's up, beautiful people? So we are live out here today. Peace and love to everybody who is going to be watching this broadcast. We have a real special broadcast with you today. Before we even get started, I got to introduce the lovely family who is currently in the building. Everybody, y'all know me. I'm King Nomad _44 on Instagram. That's right. Be lucky. Currently in the building. It's a little different with no music, family. We just wanted to get started. A lot of times, when we play the music, it kind of like overpowers the voices and everything. But anyway, we got the lovely wife who is currently in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, peace, like love. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Hello to everybody out there who is tuning in. We have a special show for you today. Very, very, very nice show.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And we have the one and only, the artistical phenom, currently in the building, Ayla Jackson. That's right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? It's me, Ayla here.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a real special show for you today. We have a brother. I seen this brother. I was on Twitter one day and I seen this message come up. Somebody posted like, "Yo, we celebrating Black History, and there's this young Black brother who's from the United States, and he knows how to make. He has a machine that can make plastic. It can turn plastic waste into gasoline." And he has other things he can also do too. And I thought it was very fascinating. And I'm so happy and so glad to have this brother currently in the building today. We're not going to waste no time. We're going to get into it, family. And this is a young brother, family, the one and only Julian Brown, currently in the building.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
How you doing today?
I'm extravagant, always grateful.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, so Julian, where are you from?
I am originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Southern.
Nice. Nice. So you grew up there and lived there like your whole life?
Yeah, I lived there for about 8 years of my life, and then I moved to Georgia, which is where I'm at now.
Okay. All right.
Excellent.
Nice. Can you also, before I really wanted you to introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do, because you do so much. It's not only the plastic and the gasoline, you also do other things. So could you just give an introduction of yourself and tell the listeners what you do?
For sure. My name is Julian Brown, and I am innovator of microwave pyrolysis. In short, what that process is the process of heating an organic material up without oxygen. So this machine behind me is my latest prototype I've built of this process, and we use microwaves to heat up an organic material in the absence of oxygen. And what that does is, instead of the material catching on fire, creating smoke and pollutants, instead it breaks down into its basic chemical components, and everything is energy, and we are able to recover the energy of whatever organic matter we put within the machine.
Man,
Wow.
that's impressive.
Amazing.
That's impressive.
I just want to say something. So I'm just like I'm floored at your brilliance. And so I'm an educator by profession, and we just we had a discussion about renewable energy in class with my students and what we can do about all of this plastic that is like built up around the world. Billions, I mean tons of plastic waste. This is phenomenal.
Excellent. It definitely is. Yeah. So how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Okay.
Nice.
And like what sparked your interest like in inventing different machines and stuff like this?
Well, in my junior and senior year of high school, I was in welding class. So I learned how to weld, which is a huge proponent of this machine here. When it really comes down to inventing and just building things, I've always been that way. I've always been building like Lego blocks and stuff when I was younger. And I always wanted to change the world. I wanted to find a solution to a problem. That's what my mom always told me. My mom always told me, you're going to be an engineer. And to be an engineer, that means that you find solutions to problems. So it really just came down to finding a problem which seemed unsolved, like the plastic waste problem, which also, really strikes a point in my heart because I'm very much for the environment, for Mother Earth. And, to see the disrespectful practices that, we as a human race been doing. When I know that there's an alternative, right? Going down to the foundations of everything being energy. I knew that I had to do something about it, and that's what really sparked my interest on this path.
Wow.
Man,
Awesome.
that's cool, man. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I have a question. So, do you have an inspiration? If so, who or what is your inspiration?
I do have a few inspirations. One of my biggest inspirations is Nikola Tesla, because he was the he was really a pioneer of electricity as we know it today, and he also was a humanitarian in the sense of what he was doing was for humanity over just making profits. He also was very knowledgeable and studied really a lot of the foundational things of the world, like the ethers and 369, all that type of stuff. I also have MLK as one of my biggest inspirations as well, because I really respect his message, and as well as being willing to fight and stand up for justice, because that's exactly what this type of technology is. This is environmental justice.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And like doing what you do, you have to really be protected out there, because
Yes. At all costs.
yeah, that's a game changer. What you're doing in that device.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, how long have you been working on this invention to get it to where it is now?
So I've been working on it for about 3 years. My first year and a half to 2 years was spent completely just me working on it, right? From that point, after about 2 years in, I started to upload YouTube videos of what I was doing. There, you can find all the way back from the beginning of my YouTube channel, just showing updates, just showing the people what I was doing, And from that point, it really became a collaborative project in the sense of my viewers would leave so many great suggestions and comments to really help elevate it to the next steps and next levels. I'd have chemists from around the world, engineers helping me. And then we got up to the point where, here, this is my fourth prototype behind.
Your fourth?
My fourth.
Wow. Man. Amazing.
Mm.
Amazing. Wow.
I have another question.
Sure.
Are you still in school?
No, I graduated school about 2 years ago now. I did not go to college or university to learn what I did. I've been self-taught.
Wow. You are brilliant. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're brilliant. Oh my goodness.
So you actually studied all of this on your own and built these machines and did all of that. Like, what did your parents think when you told them like you need like certain parts for this and certain parts for that?
Well, they always were concerned about myself and themselves as well. I remember the first day I told them, when I had this idea bestowed upon me, I told them, like, I want to make this machine that's going to turn plastic into gasoline. And so they're like, heck no, you're not doing that. Because, I mean, obviously, beyond just like when you tell somebody the idea, they're like, that's not possible. Then there's the idea, the other side of it where, well, maybe if it is possible, that's extremely dangerous, right? Because, these are things that even the big industrial plants, refineries catch on fire and have explosions and stuff all the time. So, there was definitely a huge risk of it. And then when it came to the things like utilizing microwave technology, that's very dangerous electricity. The transformers on the microwave, the capacitors, it's pretty much a one-shot, you're done type deal. So my parents were always really cautious and always told me to be careful.
Right. Wow.
Man.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Okay. And another question about school. So what were your favorite subjects?
My favorite subjects in school, I really liked ELA, and I also always liked science class. You can see a lot of that in what I do now because, like, for example, I am able to hold a conversation about this and describe it to people in an understanding way that kind of ties into my ELA background. And then, of course, science background as well ties into what I did here. Ironically, though, when I was in high school, they put me in honors chemistry in my 9th grade year. And like this whole stuff is pretty much exactly chemistry. I absolutely hated that class.
Wow. He's doing chemistry now.
Yeah.
Chemistry. Wow. And shout out to the ELA teachers. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. So, have people found like a lot of interest in your inventions?
Yeah.
Yes, people, have been very interested in it, of course, because the potential of this is absolutely huge. It's
Yeah.
just always been a matter of I need to make sure that, I'm very protective of who I let into the inner circle on this, because a lot of people do just see the opportunity and want to take advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's facts.
Exactly. Yes.
And like with your machines, like, do you have everything like copywritten? Is not is that
Patented.
patented? Sorry, patented.
Yes, so
Okay.
currently my machine is patent pending. So that includes this design behind me here, as well as the next
Nice.
design, which nobody is seeing, which is just in my head, but it's like the industrial rendition of this machine.
Nice.
That's nice.
Wow.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So have you tried this this particular, I guess, what would you call it? Gasoline. You would call it gasoline, right?
Well,
Okay.
I call it plastoline.
Plastoline. Okay.
Ah.
All right. I guess that's the right question. So it's plastoline. Have you tried plastoline in anything with an engine yet?
Yes, ma'am, I have. I have tried it in 2 different engines, and it has ran just fine.
Wow. Okay. So let's say if it's a car, like how many miles to the gallon or liter? Or the
Well,
gallon?
you know what? When I was trying it in the engines, I did weed whackers, right? So
Okay.
there's not really any accurate way I can say the miles
Okay.
per gallon you would get. I
Okay.
would assume it's about the same because it would behave the same in the weed whacker, but I can't really say until I put it in the car, of course.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow. Wow. Amazing.
Man, that's amazing, man.
Amazing.
So, how long does the process take of you from like turning plastic into the gasoline?
Yeah, so in general, the machine, like as soon as the machine starts, it immediately begins the process, right? But on average, for about 10 pounds of plastic we put in here, it takes 5 hours to make about half a gallon of the gasoline from 10 pounds of plastic.
Man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Wow. So it's a process.
Yeah.
Nice. But I have to say it's something that we definitely need, looking at
Yeah.
all of the waste product that we have just piled up around the world.
That's true.
We literally we just had we read a text last week about it. Billions of like tons of plastic just sitting and just contaminating water and our soils, different
Yeah.
spaces. So I commend you, and I thank you for that, because I love the
Yeah, I
environment.
definitely
We
do.
love the environment. We want to play a part in taking care of it. Yes.
Absolutely. And the thing I love the most about this technology,
Mhm.
read these articles that say there's billions of pounds of plastic thrown everywhere. The first thing that we all think of now with what we're doing now and how we're handling is like, that's billions of pounds of trash just all over the place.
Yes.
Technology is in the world, it's going to be, that's millions of gallons of gasoline. It's going to
Yes.
change the
Yeah.
perspective of how we see trash. It's
Wow.
all energy. So now people are going to be like, that's absolutely insane that we just have all this plastic in the ocean. That is energy that we could be running our vehicles off of.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's very true. Wow.
Yeah. I
Excellent.
have one last question. So, how do you see this being used in the future altogether?
So ultimately, my vision is I want a machine, like, a semi-industrial sized machine. I want them in every single city in the world. I don't really see the solution being a huge centralized machine. I see these machines as being something that can be like behind maybe like malls and stuff, really just spread out all over the place, because a huge issue with our trash is transporting it. A lot of plastic waste is shipped across the seas, or is having to be picked up by trucks and all this. And I think about how much energy that we're expending just to get rid of trash, which trash is full of energy. So it's just like so much loss. And if these machines can be just spread out everywhere, it's going to let people solve their problem of plastic waste at the source, and at the same time create energy liberation, meaning now you don't have to ship in as much gasoline or crude oil from across the seas because now you're creating it right there from plastic.
Wow.
Man, that's
Amazing.
something. That's amazing, man.
Amazing.
You know, I definitely appreciate you for
Yes.
just your brilliance and your ideas and just your love for the planet. You know, we all need more of that. And you're the kind of person who said, look, I see the problem and I'm not gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually do something myself to solve these problems. And that's, I commend you on that. And actually I give you a salute for that. Because we need more of that. Yeah. So
yes.
How can we support you and like what are your social medias? Because I want to put everything in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So most of my social medias are Naturejab. That's Naturejab. My Instagram is Naturejab_.
Okay.
And when you go into my Instagram or my TikTok or anything, you will see the link tree, and you can go from there. I have a GoFundMe to help me raise money to then take this to the next level, the next industrial level, where I'm not just doing it in my backyard anymore.
Nice. Nice. And what is your GoFundMe? Do you know it offhand?
It's no, you have to go to the link to find it. It's
okay. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about Cashapp. All right.
Okay.
I do have a Cashapp as well. It's $Naturejab.
Okay.
$Naturejab.
Naturejab. All right. And to the family that's in the room, peace and love to all of y'all. If you have any questions, now the time to ask good brother Julian Brown. Any questions you need to ask him. This is my mind is blown right now off of what you could do. So I was looking on your YouTube, and I also see that you use like styrofoam and things like that. Like, does that work the same way as plastic?
Yep. Styrofoam. Well, styrofoam is a type of plastic. Rubber also works the same as well. So in short, here's how it works. Any product, plastic is a product of crude oil, right? It's made of crude oil, just like gasoline. So it's very energy dense and it has those oils within it. So does rubber, so does styrofoam, etc. Right? If you use any product from crude oil in this machine, it's going to give you like gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, etc. Let's say you put something in there like wood chips. That's not made of crude oil. What do you get out of that? You get natural gas. So in short, this process is not just limited to plastic. It works on all organic matter.
Man, that's something, man.
Wow.
That's something, man. Yeah.
Well, if anybody has any questions for this brilliant young man, ask them now. And definitely, we commend you. This is amazing.
Definitely.
It's amazing.
And y'all have to remember, like, he's 19 years old doing this. You know, he taught himself how to do this. So this is, you know, brothers like you, we need to protect, man, at all costs.
At all costs.
Yeah.
And we need to support him as well. I mean, this is, and then not to mention, this is Black History Month, which should be all year anyway, but just to have an inventor on the channel, it's just amazing. Definitely, we need to support him in any way that we can on his social media, his, PayPal, Cash App, whatever he has to help him get this done.
And I was gonna say, I remember you had mentioned earlier, like I wasn't just sitting back and complaining. I took action on the problem, and you know what? For a while, I was really pessimistic about it, because I was really always into the environment, but it just seemed like the whole world wasn't. And I'm like, man, we're doomed because, it seems like nobody's aware of how bad this plastic thing is getting. It seems like we're going to wait until after it's causing horrible health effects and all of that. Like microplastics were found in human blood for the first time last year. They've been there the whole time though, right? So it's like, it just seemed like nothing's being done. We're doomed. And ultimately, the real thing that got me to this level was changing my mindset of not, who's going to do something, but how can I do something? And that's really that question, just how I applied it to everything. And it just spiraled into getting me where I'm at now.
Nice. Man, let me tell you, good brother, anything you need, just let us know. If we can help you with anything, we're there for you. We definitely appreciate you for coming on. When I asked, you were right there and ready to just come on the show. And we appreciate that, man. And thank you for everything. Thank you for even coming here with your nice shirt on and your suit jacket. You know that.
Yes,
you're professional, man. I love that, man. So we appreciate you, man. and we definitely thank you. Before we go though, Dolores Gumpton says, amazing. Please tell him to be careful with spreading his words. Once word gets out there, the government will seek him out to get his ideas and even threaten his life or to give up his inventions. I know you hear this a lot, but what do you have to say about that?
Well, what I have to say about that is I don't live in a mindset of fear. That's not gonna get me anywhere. Ultimately, I just see it as, well, first of all, I do see this as a beneficial technology for everybody, including the government. But if it is some type of threat to the government and they don't want me doing it, it's not going to change me doing it. You know, the whole process of me doing this have told me it's not going to work, blah, 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 all this. At the end of the day, I'm motivated for humanity and for Earth, and nothing's going to stop that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you know what? We could you could drop the mic right there and just leave it right there, family. Yeah, and our good brother or sister says he is safe, protected, and guarded. No power or evil imaginations or fear. And we're gonna end it right there. Thank you so much, Julian Brown.
And once again, Julian, it's Cashapp $Naturejab.
Yes.
All right, we're plugging that in right now for everybody to see.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. Is there any last words you'd like to say?
Yeah, I would just like to let everybody know, at the end of the day, one of the things I want to be more than anything is just an inspiration. You know, with me doing this at such a young age, it's all about mindset, where your mind is at. Nothing else can limit you. Always ask how. And at the end of the day, if you know that something is your purpose and your passion, it's all internal. It's all within you. Nothing outside of you can deter you from it. And you just focus on it, and you will get where you need to be.
Nice.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. Salute to you, family.
Yes.
Salute.
Definitely brilliant and inspiring.
Yeah.
Yes, and I hope a lot of young people get to see this episode. I hope you parents out there share it with all of your teens, your preteens, all your children. This is definitely inspiration. Thank you so much, and thank you for giving us your time today and sharing with us on our channel. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right, peace. Yeah, family, that was amazing right there. I'm just like, man.
Wow. He didn't go to school for that.
He ain't go to school for that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just inspired just to be a good human being, you know.
Wow.
This is his Cashapp. So if you would like to donate to this brother's cause or help him any kind of way, there's his Cashapp right there. I believe that a technology like this is definitely needed with all the plastic waste going on in the world, you know, and just to see a brother out there doing this thing and making things happen, you know, is a wonderful thing. Shout out to everybody who's in the room, family. Make sure you continue to tune into our videos, family. We had let me try to put some music on. It's kind of silent here, family. You know how we do it. But we I'm not sure what this is. We're going to end on a vibe like this, man. But we definitely thank you all for tuning in. We definitely thank you all for just always showing us love. We definitely appreciate you. And so how do y'all feel about this Julian Brown and everything like that?
I definitely want him to continue on his path. This seems like something that he was sent here to do, and prayers go up for him and his family. That, like the sister said, he would always stay protected. Let us continue to protect him and support him at all costs. He is very important to our community, to our country, to the world. And definitely, like I said, continue to send up the prayers for him, that he is protected and he's able to move forward and do just what he's supposed to be doing. And he does not live in fear. That young man is brave. He is amazing. He's amazing. Yeah. Definitely. I'm inspired.
Definitely.
I like young people. Oh my goodness. That's inspiring. I hope it inspired those of you who are watching the channel this evening. Inspire you to do whatever it is you are sent here to do.
Yes. So Ayla, as a young lady, you're about to be 18 this year, so you're officially gonna be an adult to U.S. standards. As a young lady, how does that make you feel to see young people just doing their thing like this?
It is inspiring. No, I'm playing. That is inspiring you know, he's following his passion. He didn't let somebody tell him what he can and can't do. He just did it. So
Nice. Yeah. We love y'all, family, and we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Unapologetic No Mask, where we unapologetically
Nomadic.
Peace, family.
Peace, love everybody.
matter of cake.
Peace.
All right.